Storm Barbara batters Britain. Fortnight's worth of rain is set to fall in 3 hours today as tempest that battered Spain and Portugal hits the UK with 65 miles per hour gales. Yellow weather warnings issued by Met Office run until 5 p.m. today for southeast England and Midlands. Meteorologists expect severe gales across southeast with 55 miles per hour gusts inland and 65 miles per hour near the coast. Up to 2 inches, 50 millimeters, of rain is set to fall in 3 to 6 hours, more than half average monthly rainfall. Met Office warns weather could be unsettled for rest of week despite highs of 16°C, 61°F, in south tomorrow. A fortnight's worth of rain is set to fall in 3 hours today as Storm Barbara hits the UK with 65 miles per hour gales after battering Spain and Portugal. Yellow weather warnings issued by the Met Office run until 5 p.m. today, with the downpours covering the south coast, the Midlands, London, and East Anglia throughout the day. There has already been significant travel disruption, with at least 2 crashes on the M5 and the A303 closed in both directions. Meteorologists expect severe gales across the southeast, mainly around Kent and Sussex, with gusts of 45 miles per hour to 55 miles per hour inland and 65 miles per hour near the coast as the wind whips in through the English Channel. There is a wind warning in place for Kent and parts of southern Norfolk. And up to 50 millimeters, of rain is set to fall in 3 to 6 hours before 2 p.m., equivalent to more than half the average monthly rainfall in some southeast counties. The most rainfall recorded by the Environment Agency by 10 a.m. today was 1.06 27 millimeters, at Brookfield Farm in Devon, followed by 0.91 23 millimeters, at West Sedgemoor in Somerset. This has led to the threat of homes being flooded and delays to train journeys, with the spray on roads to throw bus journeys into jeopardy, and the Met Office warned weather could be unsettled for the rest of the week. Meanwhile, 3 flood alerts, meaning flooding is possible, have been issued in Loughborough and along parts of the Cornish coast. A further 4 flood alerts and 6 warnings are in place for Scotland. There are fear that waves will overwhelm sea walls and other coastal defences protecting towns and villages. Many residents have sandbags ready to place by front doors to stop their homes being flooded. Tomorrow is expected to give Britain some respite from the rain. Brief sunny spells will interpolate the grey skies, but never for long enough for you to leave an umbrella at home. Instead, the highs of 16°C, 61°F, in the south tomorrow will only precede more wet and windy weather this weekend. Met Office meteorologist Ollie Clayton said, from Tuesday evening into the early hours, there will be a band of rain moving in from the south, bringing some at times heavy rain, particularly in the southeast, and then following that later in the day, a period of stronger winds, particularly again in the southeast. Mr. Clayton said winds could be particularly strong across exposed coastal locations and through the Dover Strait. Any ferry crossings, for instance, could be quite rough, he added. He added, it will be breezy everywhere but the stronger winds are confined to the southeast of the UK. That wind and rain clears off into the North Sea and after that we're left with a continued spell of unsettled conditions across the UK through the week. There should also be periods of slightly more settled conditions and the occasional sunny spell, but things will remain generally broadly unsettled through the weekend. Last week, it emerged that Britain endured its wettest day on record earlier this month, with enough rainfall to fill Loch Ness. October 3 brought an average of 31.7 millimeters, 1.25 across the country, the most since records began 129 years ago. The day of downpours came hours after Storm Alex battered Britain with 90 miles per hour gales. It beat the previous record of 29.8 millimeters, 1.17 on August 25, 1986.